We welcome you back to PGSN for Viking baseball. Pleasant Grove goes for the sweep today against the Lone Peak Knights. They beat them in Game 1, 10-0. Game 2, 17-10. Game 3 coming up next here on PGSN. We are back in Pleasant Grove as they play Game 3 of the second-to-last series of the regular season here in 2024. Pleasant Grove goes on the road to face Skyridge on Monday, a series that was originally scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Schedule's moved up every game one day, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is when you'll see the Vikings in action next week. That's away, home, away. On the mound for Pleasant Grove today, Austin Connolly, a man who had his best outing of the year a week ago today against Lehigh. Going 6 2/3, only was forced to be pulled due to the pitch requirement. He threw 110. Ooh. 4 hits allowed, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and only 1 earned run. And really, it was just a gritty performance through and through for Austin Connolly last week. He takes the mound for the first time since then today. But we will step away for the national anthem. We'll be back with the Pleasant Grove's lineup and baseball next on PGSN.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Principal John Hanks, we welcome you to Pleasant Grove High School for today's baseball game. We welcome our guests from Lone Peak High School and wish all players good luck in today's game. Both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities Association and support the statewide sportsmanship program Raise the Bar. Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all the participants by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behaviors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you to stand and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem by Cal Haney.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's do it.
Pleasant Grove going defensively. Austin Connolly on the mound. His battery mate, the man behind the plate. Deegan Thane going from third to first in the infield defensively. It's R.J. Wilson, Drew Smith, Noah Brady, Mason Henry. So Smith moves from second to short today as Baxter exits the lineup, and Brady comes into play second. Going from right to left in the outfield, Brock Robinson in right. Gay McCoy playing center. Tua Wolfgram, the man with the slam last time out. He will be in left field today. C.J. Anderson will be DHing offensively. We'll get to that in the bottom half of this inning. Boy, is it a nice day for baseball.
Dang, I'm in the mood.
Number 10, DJ Thane, and pitching for the Vikings.
I wish I could sing like that. His ward, you know his ward choir's loving him.
I'm realizing I'm really loud and you're really quiet. That should sound a little better. But yeah, that ward choir, they have a good one. It's 56 degrees, which sounds a little cold, but 56 degrees and sunny.
Sunny.
That's the important part. It's sunny out here, and we're feeling good. Pleasant Grove looking for the sweep. Anytime you can get a sweep in region, it's a big thing here in baseball, especially in this region, and especially when it's against your rivals, Lone Peak. Austin Connolly is going to try to shut him down on the mound today as he finishes his warm-up.
Are these big rivals? Are we big Lone Peak rivals?
I hope that's sarcasm.
Well, like in baseball specifically?
We're always rivals with Lone Peak.
Yeah, that's justified, but I didn't know if there was specific baseball.
I mean, it's just a whole school
background
rivalry, really.
That I didn't know. Yeah, I'm behind that.
Leading off for the Knights, Zach Woolley, the captain. He'll face Connolly. Woolley's ready. Connolly is ready. And we're underway here in Pleasant Grove as a swing and a miss from Woolley gets us started. An 0-1 count for AC to open up this ball game.
What an electric feel.
The 0-1 by Connolly, foul back. Woolley quickly down 0-2 into this count.
I'm excited right now. I'm feeling something big. I want a first inning home run.
Wow.
And a second inning.
You've missed a lot of home runs. AC kicks and deals the 0-2. Foul back. Woolley stays alive. We'll do the 0-2 one more time. Again, Pleasant Grove will play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. 3-game set against Skyridge, away, home, away. All those games have been moved up a day from the original schedule. AC's 0-2, high fastball. Just a little too high, 1-2. Woolley wisely steps away from it.
That's tough to watch an 0-2 count, like a pitch. I'm swinging at that.
Connolly's 1-2 is outside, 2-2 count now. We did see AC last week against Lehigh. He'd get ahead in counts and then kind of work the batter back into it himself. Hopefully he can avoid that here with the 2-2. Strike three, swing and a miss. Dropped third strike. Thane's just going to have to throw it to first. Henry steps on the bag. That's the first K of the game for Austin Connolly, and pretty good start.
PG's going to want to see more of that. That's it's easy for them. If they can get through these first 3 batters in the lineup with like that, ooh.
You're going to see Landon Fry and Tanner Walkenhorst, the next 2 guys up. Fry at the dish now, Walkenhorst on deck. 2 very, very good hitters. Connolly deals. There's a strike, 0-1. That one at the bottom of the zone.
You can't be a bad hitter with the name Walkenhorst.
No, you can't be, and he is not. We'll talk about him in a second when he steps up. But Fry, the man at the plate now. The righty receives from Connolly. That one's shot up the middle. Smith standing in at shortstop, makes the throw to Henry in time. 2 down quickly here in this first inning.
Just like butter for Pleasant Grove, working through the lineup.
Yeah, it is feeling smooth. Walkenhorst on the season, batting .438 with a .469 OBP. On the mound, he's sporting a 4 ERA. He might be the guy pitching today for the Knights.
So we got like an Shohei Ohtani situation here.
Yeah.
Big hitter, big pitcher.
AC inside goes 1-0.
And a big guy. Look at him.
Yeah, you missed the memo last time out, but AC's 1-0 is inside 2-0. There's a stretch of 3 guys. It doesn't look like they're batting them in order today, but there's 3 guys on Lone Peak that I would not want to face in a fist fight. Ooh. And Walkenhorst is one of them. The man on deck is another one of them. That pitch high, 3-0 to Walkenhorst. AC in a hole with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Just a big dude who I'm assuming can hit the ball pretty far.
And you'd be right, 3-0 is high. 4-pitch walk for Walkenhorst. It's called a walk, but he did not walk to first base.
I like the sprint.
I appreciate it.
2 outs, you got to get something going.
Yeah, 2 stolen bases on the season for Walking Horse as he'll be held on by Henry. And that brings up Bowen Barnes. One thing with Barnes is he has to be an exceptional leader, a sophomore, yet a captain for this Knights team.
What?
As Connolly with 2 outs now slows down his delivery just a little bit. That one's
why.
shot to left
That's
field.
why.
Wolfgram moves back on the track. He'll make the catch.
Oh. Little overreaction.
AC works around a 2-out walk, faces 4 guys, just allows that 1 walk, and Pleasant Grove's going to come up in the bottom of the 1st inning. The lineup, boy, oh boy, does it look pretty good today. Drew Smith, RJ Wilson, Tua Wolfgram go 1, 2, 3 for Pleasant Grove. They've been locked in there for the last couple games. Gabe McCoy, CJ Anderson, Mason Henry rounded off 4, 5, 6. And the bottom of the order, Deegan Thane, Noah Brady, and Brock Robinson go 7, 8, 9. CJ Anderson DHing today, batting 5th, and boy, is he swinging a hot bat. It's also going to be one more thing that I'm very interested to see today is Lone Peak and how they work around Tua Wolfgram. They've intentionally walked him multiple times this series. Decided not to walk him with the bases loaded last game, and they paid for it. Homer hit over the left field fence, grand slam. I wonder if they're going to maybe just walk Tua almost no matter what, because he is hot.
Tears were shed when I saw that I missed a grand slam.
I mean, obviously the great call had something to do with it, right?
Yes. No, I saw it was a grand slam and immediately clicked because I saw call by Allen. Is it the
Calls by Judson.
calls by Judson? 50-50 chance. And I was like, this is going to be a great call and this is going to be a great play. Win 100%. I called both of those correct.
It was a
so-
pretty good play.
And I was the one sad.
Lance,
But we're here today to see Homer, huh?
for my sake, well, I guess for Pleasant Grove fans' sake, hopefully it's by the team in blue. Lance Pettit on the mound today. Lone Peak wearing maroon, gray, and gray, top to bottom. Pleasant Grove wearing blue, blue, and white, head to toe.
I'm digging these. No buttons.
That's kind of one of the only jerseys that Pleasant Grove has that's buttonless, and I think there might still be buttons.
I like the buttonless. The
They are
last game I was at,
buttonless, yeah.
Lehigh had the buttonless. And I know like buttons are a part of baseball. Like that's a baseball jersey, but
Pettit deals to Smith. In the dirt, 1-0. Smith, boy, has he been good for Pleasant Grove this season, transferring over from Westlake, and he's been a huge addition to their lineup. As Pettit's 1-0. Drops in there, strike one. 1-1.
Money pitch.
Drew Smith batting .323 on the season with a .422 OBP. As Pettit's 1-1. Low and outside, 2-1. I feel like .422 in terms of on-base percentage is a pretty good guy to have leading off for you.
Yeah, let's see if he can follow his stat line here.
There's a 2-1. Low, 3-1 for Smith. Great take as he spits on it. And now up in this count, that 2-1 count, statistically one of the most important pitches in an at-bat as Pettit's 3-1 gets brought back in the zone. Full count now.
I'm liking that call by the ump. He's got a good strike voice.
Here's the full count. Pettit kicks and deals to Smith. That one lined over the head of a jumping second baseman. Smith rounds first. He's going to second. And now he puts on the brakes and heads back to first. It's a leadoff single for Drew Smith. How many times have we seen that this year?
Put it in the stat book. He's pretty much just a statistic at this point.
Pretty good statistic.
Good hit.
RJ Wilson, the lefty third baseman, steps in now against Pettit. Tua Wolfgram, the feared Tua Wolfgram on deck. Switch the gloves from the bright orange to the bright pink.
Say, those pink are scary. There's just certain things that it's either comes off as like, oh, this kid's a rookie, or this kid's gonna.
Wilson shoots that one into left field. There's a base hit. Runners each would get one base. Smith on second, Wilson on first. Let's see what they do with Tua Wolfgram.
He's walking like he knows he's about to change the game.
Pleasant Grove kind of put Lone Peak in a spot they can't intentionally walk him because you don't want to load the bases with nobody out, but you also don't want to pitch to Wolfgram with runners on first and second. Great job by Wilson and Smith to put Lone Peak between a rock and a hard place with two very solid base hits. So Wolfgram, he's homered in back-to-back games. A grand slam last time. And I believe it was just a solo shot in the first game of the series. I wasn't there, so that's just purely a guess.
Oh, man, I want to see one here. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Pettit with runners on first and second. It's Wilson and Smith, respectively. He deals outside, 1-0. Too early to assume after just one pitch, but looks like they might just pitch around Wolfgram, see if they can get him to reach out of the zone. And if they can't, you got Gabe McCoy on deck, who's really started to heat up. He's also not a guy I'd want to face. I mean, there's not a guy in Pleasant Grove's lineup I'd want to face. Pettit, that one gets in the zone, 1-1.
Good pitch.
Pettit painted the corner of the zone.
Now, what's this little thing he's got on his left leg by his foot? What is that?
Wolfgram?
Yeah.
That's just a guard in case he gets hit. Time called. At the plate. I'm not sure if it was called by Wolfgram, the pitcher, or the umpire.
I don't know.
Looked like he was going to clean the plate, and then he decided not to. Pettit's 1-1, facing Wolfgram. Pettit kick steals. Caught on a missed, 1-2, gets Wolfgram swinging.
3 pitches all outside. He's not risking a lot here. He doesn't want a 3-run home run. Not like the rest of us.
Pettit's got that 1-2. The issue with throwing that slider is if you leave it hanging over the plate,
boom!
Wolfgram's not really going to let you get away with that, but he's executed so far. Pettit's 1-2. Is shot foul and out of play. We'll do it again.
Tua wants it. He wants it bad.
And it is hard with 1-2 as well. After that call on the corner was called earlier in this count, Wolfgram's got to defend the whole strike zone so he doesn't go down looking. McCoy on deck. He'll be followed by Anderson. Both of them swinging hot bats. I guess all 3 of them if you include Wolfgram. Pettit's 1-2. Kicks, deals. That one's shot to short. Throw to second, gets 1. Wolfgram is into first in time, so a fielder's choice goes 6-4 as Gabe McCoy comes up with runners on the corners.
Lone Peak's probably happy to get through 2 with 1 out.
Yeah.
No run scored. They'll take that.
That brings up Gabe McCoy, who on Wednesday went 2 for 3 with a single and a double, paired with 3 RBIs.
Dang.
Batting cleanup today.
What's your thoughts on this yellow band, this yellow arm sleeve?
I like it. I saw Baxter wear something similar a couple games ago. Pettit goes into McCoy.
Oh.
There's a strike. Not sure if it was on the swing or the pitch. I'd have to guess it was the pitch, but Wolfgram on first, Smith on third. Smith led off the inning with a single. Wilson singled on 1 pitch right after him. Wolfgram grounded into a fielder's choice. That's how we got where we are. The 0-1. Wolfgram goes.
Oh.
He'll get there in time. So 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 out.
0-2 count.
But an 0-2
So,
count.
you know, if the arm sleeve was by itself, I don't think I'd be a big fan, but it matching the gloves kind of turns me into a fan here. I think it brings it together well.
Going to see an 0-2 here. Pettit checks on Wolfgram. Now he deals. Outside, 1-2. McCoy wisely lays off the fastball outside. C.J. Anderson on deck. I don't know why Coach Walking Horse is here. Pettit's 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2.
Is there a relation between the Lone Peak walking horse and our walking horse?
There may be a distant relation.
This isn't like immediate family.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we're talking like son.
All right. Well,
We might be talking like nephew.
that would be cool.
Here's Pettit's 2-2 to McCoy, low and outside. Count moves full with 1 out.
Full count, runners in scoring position and 1 out. I think this is intense.
Pettit, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Pleasant Grove threatening. He kicks, deals. McCoy lines that one to short. They'll just get the run at first. A run scores. Smith comes in. It's 1-0 Vikings. McCoy grounds out, but he gets the RBI. Pleasant Grove up 1-0 as Wolfgram advances to first.
Shortstop's really stat padding right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, he's gotten his moments so far. And now a very good hitter in C.J. Anderson coming up. On Wednesday, Anderson went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. He takes a pitch inside, 0-1. Anderson, 2 singles and a double on Wednesday. The 0-1 to Anderson is fouled back, 0-2. So Anderson on Wednesday, Lone Peak decided to intentionally walk Wolfgram to pitch to Anderson instead while they already had runners on, and Anderson made him pay. Single back up the middle, scored a run, and kept the inning alive. Here's Pettit in the 0-2, high and outside, 1-2. Today it's McCoy batting behind Wolfgram instead of Anderson. Behind Anderson is Henry, he's on deck. Pettit's 1-2, outside 2-2.
Now these two guys, Anderson and Henry, they're taller.
Yeah.
Now is there a benefit to being taller in baseball?
There's kind of a not. Anderson lines that one to first. Flip to the pitcher is in time. Pleasant Grove has some traffic on the base paths, and they score 1 here in the first inning. We'll talk about height in correlation to the game.
I need questions answered.
When we come back. Next on PGSN. AC takes him out for his second inning of work, and he's got a 1-0 lead to defend for Lone Peak coming up in this inning. Leading it off, looks like it's going to be Tate Barney. Behind him, number 32, Boston Walking Horse, who exited Wednesday's game in the first inning, in the top half of the first inning, so we didn't see him bat. But he'll come to the plate today. And the man behind him is going to be the pitcher, Lance Pettit. So you asked about height, and there's actually kind of a, it hurts a little bit to be tall in terms of the plate because your strike zone's larger. So they have a better place. It's not as extreme in high school, but in the MLB with a guy like Aaron Judge.
I was going to say, isn't Aaron Judge a tall guy?
Yeah, and he has more pitches called low outside of the strike zone than any other batter because he's 6'7". So it's not as big of a deal in high school. It's pretty consistent batter to batter, but in MLB, it does kind of, and it's a good and bad thing, obviously. Height usually means power, as that one's shot foul.
I say Aaron Judge, also a big hitter.
Yeah.
So it's like
62 home runs in one season. He's cooled off this season, not starting particularly hot.
Pretty mid this season.
As a Yankees fan, I'd say below mid. AC, that one grounded to first. Henry can't field it cleanly, flipped to first. In time, AC covers. Helps himself out a little bit.
Someone's got to do a little more grounders during practice.
And that brings up Boston Walking Horse.
Another, we already saw a walking horse.
We got two walking horse. Yeah, this one's a freshman. The bigger one who hit earlier is a senior. So,
that's fun.
Yeah, getting to play on the same team, getting to start in the same lineup. Boston check swing goes to Wilson. Wilson field, throw to first. In time, second out of this inning very quickly.
Wow. Is that 2 pitches?
We're at 3.
Oh.
First pitch was fouled off.
Oh, yep. Dang, 3 pitches, 2 outs.
That brings up the pitcher, Lance Pettit.
You know, I played my freshman year, I was on the golf team with my brother who's a senior. It's a pretty unique experience.
Is it? Did you like it, or did you feel like it was a little bit like, oh, my brother's here, I can't be authentically me, or maybe you are authentically you in front of your brother?
No, yeah, it was just pretty much all around positives.
Okay, good. As AC's 1-0 hits him, so Pettit's going to take first base.
Oh, I was kind of hoping the ump was going to eject him. I mean, I don't want him to get ejected, but
You wanted to see it?
I just think with the walk he had, I thought that would have spiced things up.
Pleasant Grove issued 11 free passes on Wednesday against Lone Peak. Combined hit by pitches and walks. And that's something they talked about after the game. That's too high. That's not something you can do to anybody. As Grady Slesk comes up now. They'll check on the man at first. Not quite in time. I think they pinch ran Walking Horse. I think it's Aaron Walker on first base now. Connolly, he'll check on Walker again, who's back easily.
He does not want that guy going to second.
Now, and that's something that a lot of Pleasant Grove pitchers do, is a lot of pickoff attempts, not giving any free bags. Connolly kick steals. First pitch of the at-bat, a great strike, backdoor slider goes 0-1. Not backdoor slider, that's a front door slider.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was right in the front room, living room.
A 0-1 from Connolly on Slesk. He steps off now.
Now Connolly, when he's at the top of his windup, looks like he's about to start the tango.
AC's 0-1. Cut on and missed.
His tango though is just throwing dirty pitches.
Yeah.
And getting strikeouts.
He lets that ball dance a little bit of a tango.
Yeah.
An 0-2 on Slesk with 2 outs in the top of the second. Pleasant Grove defending a slim 1-0 lead as they look for the sweep against their division rivals. AC's 0-2. Offered at and just barely fouled back. Slesk stays alive. Slesk has been dominant on the mound this year. 2.62 ERA coming into Wednesday's game. He exited with a 2.88 ERA. Gave up, I believe it was 3 earned in 4 innings, which is a number I have a little bit of a gripe with. But Connolly checks on the runner at first, who's back in time. On the season, Slesk with 33 runs allowed, only 17 of them earned. As he's been very good on the mound for the Knights. Connolly deals. Runner goes. Throw is offline. Second base by Walker. I know you love those caught stealings, but...
I love a steal, and even more than a steal, I love someone getting thrown out stealing.
Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Connolly will probably lay off the runner. Focus on getting this last strike. Connolly's 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Thane with a good block. Keeps the runner put.
Now, maybe a dumb question, but with the turf, does the ball bounce? Is it easier for a catcher in the turf opposed to dirt?
Okay, so answering this question, I have never played catcher on the turf or the dirt.
I have played catcher on dirt.
I'm just going to let you know that.
Okay.
Personally, I feel like the turf would be a little easier because it's more predictable.
All right.
Whereas dirt, not as often, but every once in a while, you know, it catches a weird hop. That 2-2 grounded. Wilson comes in. He'll make the play. Throw to first in time.
Oh, that looked cool. That looked cool.
Colby approved RJ Wilson put out. Goes 5-3 to end the inning. After 1.5, Pleasant Grove up 1-0 as Connolly looking good so far. Only 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch allowed. Paired with a K. Through 2 innings of work. Pleasant Grove is going to send up Mason Henry. And I just lost my train of thought.
Both teams are looking really good here.
Pleasant Grove is going to send up Mason Henry, Deegan Thane, and Noah Brady. That's 6, 7, 8 in the order in the bottom half of this inning, if any of them get on. Brock Robinson will come up. He's batting ninth, and the lineup will turn over after him. Back to Drew Smith, who scored today. But Pleasant Grove took sole possession of second place in Region 3 after their victory on Wednesday. And it's going to be hard to get up to first. American Fork 8-2 on the year.
Wow.
Trying to finish off 8-2 in region play on the year. They're trying to finish off a sweep of Westlake today. And next week, American Fork will play Lehigh. Lone Peak, excuse me. American Fork will play Lone Peak to end off their season. But Pleasant Grove on a 3-game win streak, trying to extend it to 4 today. American Fork on a 4-game win streak. Their last loss came in the series opener against Skyridge, 10-12. And that was the day after, or the game after Pleasant Grove.
Mason Henry, a tall dude.
Pettit goes outside, 1-0.
Like, that's a scary sight if I'm a pitcher.
Yeah. As he grounds that one foul, just barely 1-1.
And to think he's only a sophomore. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he's going to be very, very good. He already is. No, imagine giving him 2 more years. Pettit, that one shot to right field. Going back, and did he make the catch?
What a catch. Oh my.
In some ways, that's a great catch. In some ways, it's not.
I think he just wanted the reaction.
Henry didn't know he caught it for a second. He was standing on second. So that was a poor job tracking the ball.
Yep.
By the right fielder. He made up for it. Obviously, you make the catch, no harm, no foul.
Yep. No, what do they call? No pictures on a scorecard? That's the same golf.
I've never heard that, but I'm going to start using that one.
Yeah, you could say, like, there's no, what would you say, no videos on a scoreboard? Something like that?
I feel like it still works. No
Yeah.
pictures on a scorecard. I feel like that still works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can say that.
Pettit's 1-0 to Thane. Drops in there. Strike one, 1-1.
Because I, myself, have used that phrase constantly.
When you're losing.
When you're hitting and driving into the trees, and you're hitting out of the trees.
Thane grounds that one in between first and second. There's a 1-out single for Deegan Thane, who's playing catcher today, giving Wolf Graham a day off.
Now, I kind of felt like the first baseman could have gotten that one. But maybe that was a rookie point of view. But I feel like he was close, and they could have gotten that out.
They pinch run for Thane. Baxter's now on first. Thane goes back to the dugout after a single. So 1 for 10. Baxter for Thane, that is. So that brings up Noah Brady, who had a very good day on Wednesday. We'll talk about that after this pitch as Pettit deals. In there for a strike, 0-1. Everybody on Pleasant Grove really had a good game on Wednesday, but Noah Brady, 3 for 4.
Dang.
With 3 singles.
Oh.
Kind of like my road to the show players. Baxter's back to first in time. I don't hit many home runs, but I got a pretty good batting average.
3 singles. Let's get this guy an album already, huh?
Hey.
Hey. That's what I thought you were going to make that connection. Oh.
Almost got Baxter, but he's back in time.
No slide there. Confident man.
Pettit trying to keep him away. Brady in a limited sample size this season, batting .357 with 375 OBP. And when I say limited sample size, he's got 16 plate appearances. This is his 16th. He shows bunt. That one goes foul, 0-2. So that bunt comes off now with a 2-strike count. But yeah, 3 for 4. You don't want to take a hot bat out of the lineup.
No, you can't take a hot bat out of the lineup.
I'll check on Baxter again. He's okay. As Pettit with the 0-2, 1 out. He's facing Brady. He deals. Low and outside, 1-2. Runner goes.
Oh! The ump did a little, like, almost safe. No way, he's out.
Baxter caught stealing, trying to take second base. He had a really good jump. That was just a really good throw by Woolley behind the dish. And a good tag applied by the second baseman to clear the bases. Here's the 1-2 from Pettit. Grounded weakly to first, coming in. Fielding it, walking horse flip to Pettit is in time. So working around a Thane single. Thanks to the caught stealing by Baxter. Pleasant Grove goes down 1-2-3 in a weirdish order. Connolly coming out for the top of the third inning after this. We head to the top of the third inning. Austin Connolly takes the mound again. He's looking good so far, and he'll face Lincoln Geck, the bottom of the Lone Peak order. Opens him up with a ball outside, 1-0. He'll face the leadoff man, Woolley, next. As the lineup flips over, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, allowed so far by Connolly. That's all through 2. Pitch low and outside, 2-0. Connolly kind of has to throw him a strike here to avoid getting a man on for the top of the order. Here's the 2-1, cut on and missed. 2-1. It was a 2-0, now it's a 2-1.
Yep.
Jumped the gun a little bit.
Hey, we all get excited.
AC's 2-1, kick steals. Cut on and missed, 2-2. Quickly back in this count. AC looking sharp so far.
He's a quick pitcher. He doesn't take much time.
No, him and Van Haney both like to just go, go, go.
Which I'm all about that.
AC's 2-2. Foul back, out of play.
Let's see if one of the softball players can catch that and get it out.
What if they did that? Like, I don't know if you're aware of banana ball, but if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out.
Yeah, those are the dudes that dress yellow.
Yeah, the 2-2 check swing just barely stays alive.
Man. First going for the softball, and that was on team. Jeez. Let's see if he can go for inside the yellow poles.
Stay safe out there. 2-2, Connolly deals. That one served foul again, back to the softball field.
Wow. Ump might need a resupply on balls in a little bit. He's sending them everywhere.
Zach Woolley on deck with a 2-2. Connolly to Geck.
Yep.
Did he get him? Not quite. Count moves full.
Bold to watch a pitch like that.
Yeah, that is a tough take.
But smart, because he called it a ball. He knew.
Works out for him. Full count. Shot to left field. It goes foul.
Dive.
Goes out of play. We'll do it again. Here's the restock. Coach Henry comes out of the bullpen. The dugout.
I mean, that's 3 baseballs just like that gone.
Connolly, full count. He deals. And he got him.
He started walking. You can walk and horse your way back to the dugout.
Oh.
Dang. That's tough. That is tough.
That brings up Zach Woolley.
Catcher.
And captain.
Really?
Yeah, there are a couple captains on this team.
One of them's a sophomore. It still shocks me.
This one's a senior. Landon Fry, the sophomore, will bat behind him. He's not a captain.
Yeah, well, you can't all be captains.
Zach Woolley's a captain. He's a senior. Pettit, who's on the mound today, a captain. He's a senior as well. Camden Clark, who we haven't seen in the last 2 days, is a senior as well. There's a ball, 1-0. And Bowen Barnes, man, we talked about earlier, he's a senior. He's a sophomore and a captain.
Man, that's great. You think there's any seniors on the team that aren't captains?
1-0, cut on and missed, 1-1. I know there is.
Because that would be pretty tough to be a senior and have a sophomore captain over you.
A 1-1.
But hey, the
turns to a 1-2.
Captain does not equal senior. It equals captain. So the sophomore fills that role. Sophomore fills that role. Good.
There are 5 seniors, I think, who aren't captains. That one chopped to Henry. He leaves it to Brady, who throws to first. That's the second out of this inning.
Just like clockwork. Infield's getting a lot of action today.
Yeah, only 2 strikeouts on the day for Connolly, but he's forced a lot of weak contact. Really only one Lone Peak hitter has made exceptional contact, and that one was caught at the track by Wolfgram. That brings up Landon Fry.
Let's see, Fry. See if you can start something for Lone Peak.
Connolly low and outside, 1-0. That slider's so tough to lay off of. Fry does a good job of doing that there.
Now, what would your number be, Alan?
I always wore 23. There's a strike, 1-1.
Is that
playing?
What's the reason behind that?
No reason.
Well, really, to have 23 and not have a reason is pretty bold.
You saying 23 is like a big number?
I think so.
1-1, grounded to third. It goes foul.
I'm not sure if it has any pull in the baseball world, but it's pretty prominent in other sports.
I always wore it for football. 23
you
was my number.
You played football, really?
I did play football.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I played tight end.
Man, I'd love to see those highlights.
A tight end wearing 23, scored 1 touchdown my entire career, my 2-year career. 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2.
Oh, what I would give to watch those. Jeez.
I'm sure there's somewhere.
Oh, man.
You might have to go searching.
Yeah, I'll have to go through your family photo books.
2-2. That one chopped foul. He stays alive.
Man, if those nets weren't there, we would not have a softball team. They would be dead. They are attacking them.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th grade. Play football.
That's crazy.
Connolly's 2-2. Waved at, but foul back.
I was going to say, what's the call on that? That looked like a golf swing.
Just staying alive here by Fry. Good job doing so against a tough guy like Connolly. Here's his 2-2. Kick steals. Goes inside. They thought they got the call. It's going to be a payoff pitch instead. Full count pitch. Connolly deals. Chopped to short. Smith. Throw to first. He got him.
Man. Oh, it's so awesome to see those plays. Cool throw. Cool stretch. It's just cool.
3 very good innings for Connolly so far. 11 men faced. And he is looking sharp as a tack out there. Connolly has really, really buckled down since a poor start against American Fork 2 weeks ago. He had a gritty start against Lehigh last week. And through 3, couldn't ask for much more.
Might be the mustache.
It might be the mustache.
I feel like I could pitch pretty well if I had a mustache.
I think he had it against American Fork.
Eesh.
I think American Fork was just one bad start, because if we look at the stats, and this is counting today's game, or what we're through of today's game, Connolly has gone 24 2/3, only allowed 16 hits, 6 walks, 6 hit by pitches, 22 strikeouts.
Dang.
On the season, a 1.99 ERA. That's second.
That's crazy.
On the team, only behind Hudson Banks, who has a 1.93. So, AC, if you go, I think it might only take one more inning, one more scoreless inning, you'll have the lowest ERA on the team.
Wow. And he's a junior, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's in my A push. Smart kid.
Yeah, and one big thing for Connolly, you look at a .89 whip. That one also.
What is a whip?
Walks plus hits divided by innings pitched. So it's a rough stat for the number of base runners you allow in an inning.
Okay.
at second on the team, behind third on the team, behind Jaron Spencer, who's thrown 10 innings, and then Noah Brady, who's thrown 2 1/3. So looking at guys who have double digits innings, you're second on the team. Brock Robinson leads off this inning. He'll be followed by Smith and Wilson. Pettit deals. There's a strike, 0-1.
Really been hitting that all game. I love to see it.
You're practicing for your time to ump.
Yeah, you know, I did ump one game of baseball. And then that, I think they have an hour and a half. I think it's playing time. That time ran up. I went into the office and said, guys, I quit. And I went home. Best decision I've ever made.
1-1 for Pettit. Low, 2-1.
I have umped baseball, reffed basketball, and reffed flag football.
So you've taken your turns at officiating.
And I am horrible at all three. And I'm not just like bad. I am horrible.
Robinson steps in the 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1 count for Robinson.
So if you take note, I will never bag on an umpire or a ref. Because I have been there. And I'm like, dude, same.
3-1 count. Pettit ready to deal. Kicks and fires. That one shot to left field.
Go!
Moving back and making the catch on the track for Lone Peak. Good piece of contact by Robinson, but just dies short of the track.
I swear, when I come to commentate, they move the fences back 50 feet.
You're taking ownership for that one?
Yeah, this is just a bunch of load of crap.
Drew Smith led the game off with a single and eventually came around to score. He's up now. Pettit deals. High and outside, 1-0. Pettit's had a good day so far. Really, it's just been that first inning that's plagued him. And even then, he got through it when it could have gotten so much worse. Smith fouls it back, 1-1. But his offense hasn't given him much help, so he's down 1-0.
Dang, the more I look at these jerseys, these are sick. Those like little lines on the side.
PGs?
Yeah.
That pitch outside, 2-1 for Smith.
That white and blue stripe on the edges of the shirt really bring it together. Is it a shirt or a jersey? It's a jersey.
It's a jersey, I think is what.
Okay, I like it.
Smith sends that one to left center field. Going back, converging, and making the catch as a left fielder. So 2 balls giving a little bit of a roller coaster ride to both the pitch and Colby's heart.
That left fielder ought to start his Strava app because he's running around, man. Dang it, I thought that was it.
And that brings up R.J. Wilson, who singled on the first pitch he saw in that first inning. He got thrown out at second in a fielder's choice and takes pitch 0-1.
Ooh, that one was right on the hip. Well, that's what happens when you stand that close.
Wolfgram is on deck. He was stranded at third in the first. The 0-1 from Pettit is shot to second. Fumbles with it. It gets past him. And Wilson takes first base, reaching on an error. So here's the thing. With the scorekeeper, I'm not the official scorekeeper, so don't listen to what I say. I would rule that an error. We're not going to know exactly what that was ruled until later in the game. But there are a couple schools of thought when it comes to how to rule that.
I was going to say, yeah, how are we ruling that? Because I know I'm not making that play.
So that's the question. Because it was hit so hard, I'm ruling that an error personally because you're either expecting him to catch or at least block it and then make the throw to first. So that's where my thought process comes from.
The error doesn't come from the actual play of catching it. It comes from letting him on base, pretty much.
Yeah, so even if he dropped the ball, as long as he makes the play, he doesn't get the error.
I gotcha. I think that's justified.
Wolfgram up 1-0 in this count with Wilson on first and 2 outs. Wilson just back in time.
Kind of had to think about that one. I think baseball should take a little hint from soccer, and if you get an error, it's like a yellow card. 2 yellow cards, and you're out of the game.
That would be interesting.
Just gives more of an incentive to make a play.
That one popped up to right field. Converging against 3 guys. He doesn't make a catch. Wilson stays at third. Wolfgram stays at first.
Oh. Took a while for him to say that.
So runners on the corners now. How do you score that, Colby? Error? Base hit?
No, that can't be. That's a base hit because, I mean, you got 3 dudes running full speed at it. And one even dove at it.
I'll let you score that. There's a base hit for Wolfgram.
I'll give him a good base hit.
Again, we won't know until after the game exactly what was scored because we don't have that technology. And I don't know who the official scorekeeper is for this game, so I can't ask him. But now with runners on the corners, McCoy slaps over to left field. That's going to score a run. Wilson comes in. Wolfgram puts on the brakes at second. Runners on first and second now as McCoy picks up his second RBI of today's game.
Now, the runner that just came through, when he was up to bat and they had Tua on deck, I was thinking, is it smarter for PG to take the out and then lead off the next inning with Tua? How wrong could I have been? Because with him getting on base, they got to run and now have 2 on. That's why I'm not Coach Henry. That's why I quit a while ago.
Runner goes to third. Wolfgram. Did he hop over the tag? Yes, he did.
Oh, my gosh.
And in the confusion, McCoy took second base.
There's going to be some mad Maroons out there.
The throw beat him by a mile, but Wolfgram did a hop, skip, and a jump to take third base. If it stands, that is. There's no instant replay. So the only thing the home plate ump can do is say, yeah, you're wrong.
So here's what I think. For an ump to call that safe, he had to have directly seen him get there first.
Yeah,
because you're just by default you're going to call him out.
Wolfgram's safe. I agree with you. I think like
with him having the ball there so early, it's not a confusion of like who got there first, who done it. No.
We know the ball got there
You're
first.
expecting to call out. So you're only going to call safe if you can clearly see the runner make a play and be safe.
I'm going to lead off this next comment with, I have no clue if he was safe or out.
Yeah.
It was so
close.
close.
See.
But he didn't just slide into the bag. He tried to hop over it as Anderson 1-0 moves to 1-1. So it's not like it's just the umpire saying, oh, it was close. He saw a move.
Uh-huh.
Whether that move avoided the tag, I have no clue. And I don't think anyone ever will.
That's something we'll have to ask in the next life.
Or we could just ask Wolfgram.
Oh, that's true.
But it's 1-1. Is shot to first. Fielded cleanly. Flip to the pitcher. It's dropped. And Anderson gets punched out anyway.
That would have been tragic for the Lone Peak Knights.
So no harm, no foul on allowing Wolfgram or giving Wolfgram a stolen base. As escapes the inning anyway, but it's still 2-0. Pleasant Grove as we head into the top of the 4th inning. We're moving fast here. We'll see you in the top of the 4th. AC comes out for the top of the 4th inning. Time to take care of a couple shout-outs. Vaughn, of course.
Oh, Vaughn. He came to my mission call opening.
Vaughn, he let me know. He let me know to shout him out today.
Okay.
So I'm going to shout him out.
Shout out Vaughn, man.
And then the man who's spending this time to work on his math homework, Zane Grothy.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Math.
Poor guy.
Can you believe we're almost out of school, Alan?
I actually graduated from UVU today.
Wait. Tell me the story about that. What? How?
Associates.
Really?
Yeah. Connolly.
Good on you, man.
1-0. Thanks, Colby.
Good on you.
It was kind of weird, though, because I'm looking at all these guys, and it was hard work. Like, it took some work.
Oh, I bet.
But I'm looking at all these other guys. That one fouled back 1-1. All these other guys at graduation who, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had some sweat and some tears.
But
I never put, like, blood into that. Like, I
was-
stayed up till 2:30 a couple times. But, like,
Okay.
that pitch fouled back. Connolly doing a good job working walking horse inside. Wonder if he'll try and go low and outside with his slider here. Only time will tell.
Only time. Well, that's cool, man. Associates from UVU.
Yeah, it's awesome. 1-2 for AC. That's exactly where he goes.
What's happening?
Drop third strike. Thanes throw to first.
Oh, he's
Didn't get him.
Okay. I would say he's got to call him safe, or else I think you'd see some Maroon fans storm the field. Great hustle by the Lone Peak player.
A great play by Deegan Thane. That one went. I'm pretty sure it got fouled back. If I'm being completely honest, I think it got fouled back.
That's hard to come back here with that much power.
Yeah.
And it just be a pitch.
I think that's what Henry's trying to say. He thinks it was a foul ball. Or maybe he thinks the call was wrong. I'm not sure.
Well, we got a good thumbs up from the ump, so it looks like we're staying how it is.
It is a little frustrating in high school. If you disagree with a play, all you can do is say, hey, I think you were wrong.
Yep.
And then the ump says, okay, you can't yell at me or I'll eject you.
Yeah,
so,
I wonder if the ump sometimes like, yeah, I messed that one up.
And they can change it, but that just
Oh.
causes the other manager to come out
Yep.
and then be like, hey, I think you messed it up by saying you messed it up. So usually just,
You
the
just
first
say,
call goes.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, that's what I saw. And then the coach, yeah, can't yell. You're ejected if you yell.
Yeah. 1-0 for Connolly, dealing to Bowen. That one fouled back.
I'd like to go back on an earlier comment I made about AC looking like he's about to tango. That is not meant as a diss. I think it looks sick, and it's intimidating, really. And so if anyone's watching this and is like, hey, he does not look like that, he looks cool, I stand with you.
Here's a 1-1. The count moves 1-2 with a low strike. So AC, I'm going to have to double check because I'm not brand new to this, but like some of the intricacies like this, I'm like, oh, I have zero clue. I believe a dropped third strike is still a strikeout. I think AC
really?
still gets a K.
Oh, that's that. You
They
can
check on the runner first. He's back in time.
You can exploit that.
So actually, the reason I say that, and the reason I'm pretty sure it's a K, is it was about a week ago that count moves 2-2, runner stays put. It was about a week ago where there was a pitcher in the minors who got 6 strikeouts in 1 inning because of dropped third strikes.
Wow.
So
wow.
I'm 99% sure a dropped third strike is a strikeout.
I would love to see some funky stats made with that.
That one lined back up the middle. That's the first hit against him today. As that was a powerful hit by Bowen.
Quick fielding by PG to make sure he only gets to second base. A great hit by the sophomore captain. I don't think I'm ever going to believe that. That's impressive. Now, if you're a baseball player, are you a glasses or no glasses type of guy?
I'm a no glasses.
I don't think I've ever been a glasses guy.
That brings up Tate Barney.
I have a feeling the third baseman here is going to get a ripper right at him. Oh,
Bunt towards the third base line.
I'll count it. That was ripper enough for me.
Makes sense here. Try to move the 2 runners into scoring position with 1 out. And they're putting Tate Barney up to the task.
This dude looks like he has sent some baseballs to the other side of a fence before.
I'm sure he has in his life. Not quite this season.
Oh.
That one's popped up in the infield. Smith makes the catch. Infield fly rule was called.
Oh. So, infield fly, what happens if you make an error?
You drop the ball.
He's still out.
He is still out.
And it's pretty much like the second that thing goes in the air, you're out. Bummer.
There's a ball, 1-0. That one's going to cause some contention with Pleasant Grove fans. But
I would think PG can be pretty content with what they've gotten so far.
Do you understand the reasoning for an infield fly, though?
Yeah, no, I get the
Okay.
whole thing. I was just like, oh, I wonder what happens if there's an error.
That one's
Can we
shot.
get another?
That one's high. Infield fly again. Smith, the shortstop, does make the catch. The part I'm unclear on in the infield fly is I think I heard it once, but I don't know if it's true. I think the runners are allowed to advance without tagging up.
Oh.
But the
that
big thing
can't
is
make sense.
the big thing is they usually have to wait for infield fly to be called, and then they also have to be able to make it to the next base.
Okay, yeah. Huh.
So it rarely, if ever, happens, and I'm not even sure if that's true.
Yeah, but I feel if you got good IQ, and that's a real thing, players could take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like, I like the stuff like that, especially because when they do it, you know there's some parents that are going to lose their mind.
That one chopped to third. Wilson gloves it. Throw to second in time.
Wow.
Connolly works around. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Gets himself out of the inning. We're through 3.5. It's 2-0 Pleasant Grove. Boy, does Connolly look like he can anchor that second spot in the rotation.
Dude, that would be sick if he throws a no runner. That's not what they're called.
Shutout?
A shutout is so much cooler than a no runner, because there's a no hitter.
There is a no-hitter.
But like,
He just lost that inning.
well, it happens to the best of us.
It's taboo. You can't say no-hitter while he's working one.
No, I wasn't gonna say it.
But
I actually wasn't even thinking about it. Now the catcher for Lone Peak wears his hat under his helmet.
it's backwards. It's a backwards hat.
Yeah, but that's like, there's no way that can be comfortable. There's no way.
I think you just stopped noticing. Again, I've never played catcher.
Yeah,
You played catcher. Did you just not wear a hat?
I didn't wear a hat because you got that thing in the back. But wait, no, that's not true. I did wear a hat, but that's because the helmet was so big on me that I had to. Because it was like, it was City League. They didn't have catcher masks.
Not going to fit it to you?
Yeah, no, it wasn't like, I just grabbed what was on the bench, and it did not fit my head. And I have a
Average.
I wouldn't say I'm closer to above than I am below average. So probably just average head size. So for a helmet to not fit me and me have to wear a hat, and it was uncomfortable. So that's what throws me off.
Yeah, we're going to see Henry, Thane, and Brady up in this inning. And then, again, if one of them gets on, Brock Robinson, then the top of the order.
Fun throwback. Coach Henry for Pleasant Grove and my dad were very, very close friends all through high school. They hung out all the time. When I got to high school, he was like, "You're Jason's kid?" Oh, every time I'd walk in, he'd tell a story. Every time. Good little throwback.
Henry flew out his first time up. Waves at the first pitch, 0-1.
That was a gross swing and a gross pitch. Gross pitch results in a gross swing.
0-1. That one inside, 1-1. One in the dirt, 2-1.
Now, Alan, I see you don't have. I guess like NASA is stars, but tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's Star Wars Day.
It is 1-1. Cut on and missed 1 and 2. So
I've got
fun
my Star
fact,
Wars shirt on.
I've never watched it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Hate to break it to you. Here's the 1-2.
Oh.
Outside 2-2.
Great pull by Mason. Hey, you can come to. They are re-releasing Phantom Menace in theaters today.
I don't know what that means.
That's the first of the prequels.
As Henry lines that one
right in the
between
gap.
second and third. That's a tough break for Pettit. He thought he got strike 3 the pitch earlier. Henry sends one to left field. And Deegan Thane comes up now with the runner on.
I am dumbfounded that you've never seen Star Wars.
It's first time up Thane singled.
Now, is that a personal choice? Is that like when it's, or has it just, the moment never arose?
The moment's just never arisen.
But it has, because you can just sit at home and watch it.
I don't like watching movies alone, though.
Oh, that's just about my favorite thing to do.
Pettit deals. There's
you got
a strike
like a
going.
little yin and yang action going here.
Yeah, I did. I was on my DECA trip recently for Nationals. That's why I missed Tuesday's game. But I think I may be pressured into watching the whole series.
Oh, that good.
Over the summer.
Good.
So,
Whoever's pressuring you is good. I'll join in on the pressure.
the 0-1 Thane shoots that one to right field, coming in. And making the catch is the right fielder.
Yeah, whoever it is pressuring you, I stand with them and double their pressure.
It's a group effort.
Good. Yes, the first, so in honor, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think it's the 25th anniversary of The Phantom Menace, which is the first of the prequels.
Okay,
They're re-releasing it in theaters.
When you say the first of the prequels, do you mean movie 1 or movie 4?
If you're going off release order, which
I went back in time.
Which is how I always go off of, it's 4.
Okay, because
so there's the first 3 with Luke Skywalker and your originals.
That means nothing to me.
This is insane. This is like if I had to explain what an iPhone was to a pilgrim. It's like, what do you even say? Because they don't know anything. Oh my gosh.
I rode the rides in Disneyland.
Did you do?
Yes.
Yeah. How'd you like Galaxy's Edge?
It's a good one.
Oh my gosh, I love Disneyland. We went for the first time since I was like 5 the last time I went, and then we went last year. Last Thanksgiving, and it was my favorite.
The 0-1 to Noah Brady. Lays off it. Good take, 1-1. Henry goes back to first.
Man. So there's 9 movies. There's 3 of them that were released all the way back in like the 70s, I think. No, like late 70s, early 80s, I believe.
Pettit's 1-1. Foul back 1 and 2.
And then those 3 came off. Those are known as the original trilogy. And then come 15 years later, no, not 15, probably 10-ish, 10, 15, we got the prequels, which is before the original trilogy.
Okay. Yeah. Now.
So the first of those prequels is being re-released for its 25th anniversary.
1-2. Checks on Henry first. He's back in time. So if you're going story order, it's 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
Okay.
And you are invited tonight. Me and Casey DeLuca, will be going to the theaters in full costume.
Busy.
Well,
Pettit's 1-2. Brady lays off a pitch outside, 2-2. Tough take. Lone Peak is not happy with the zone.
A lot of head shaking.
I think that if another fan gets ejected, you just might not be able to call another game. That one way inside, full count.
I don't know. I feel like I should be able to call the games because that makes it exciting. Not for the ump. The ump doesn't like it.
Full count with 1 out here.
Well, actually, do you think the ump likes ejecting a fan?
No.
Or anyone?
No, not at all.
Say,
Brady fouls that one off out of play. We'll stay alive.
Kind of gives him like a superiority complex, in a sense.
I think most umpires, especially at the high school level, just love baseball.
Yep.
And I don't think they want to take that away from someone being able to watch it.
They're like, can we not all just enjoy it? That's kind of what they're like. Come on.
Again, never umpired a baseball game.
Yeah, I have.
If I had to guess, I would not enjoy ejecting someone. Here's the full count. Brady lines that one to third. Past the diving third baseman. Henry advances to second. Brady gets to first. 4 hits in the last 2 days. Just a casual 4 for 6.
Wow.
Brady is hot.
That's 2/3.
That brings up Brock Robinson with runners on first and second, 1 out. See if they have him bunt here. He flew out.
Would you have him bunt here? Put your coaching cap on. Let's see what you're doing.
I would not, just because the first baseman's already on the grass. He's kind of ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he can push bunt. I think it's called a push bunt. It might be a pull bunt. They have him swinging away. He goes foul. First pitch, 0-1.
It's definitely a pull bunt to go to the left.
Yeah, to go to third.
Yes, that is a pull.
Yeah.
Golf slang. I guess that's just like world slang. That's
I just haven't figured that one out yet.
That happens. It took me multiple years into golf to figure out what a hook and a slice was. Which one went left and which one went right. So
yeah. Here's Pettit's 0-1 with runners on first and second. He checks on them both. Now he deals. Outside, 1-1.
Oh, we got a wow.
A 1-1 with one out. Who is that? I'm not going to name drop him, but there's a guy in Pleasant Grove's dugout who's loving the zone. The 1-1 from Pettit is lined to third under his glove. They're going to keep the runners. Drew Smith, the bases are loaded for you. One out.
I would think with the pace Mason was going, I think he could have gone home. But you don't want to risk that. You got bases loaded, one out, I think.
So is that an error or is that a base hit?
Oh, that's got to be an error. Come, if it hits your glove like that, come on.
Well, it hit his glove over there when you wanted him to catch it, and you scored it a...
Did I score it a hit or an error?
You did score it a hit.
Well...
That's kind of the big question right now, because a lot of guys are looking at... They're like, exit velocity. If you hit the ball hard, as Lone Peak sends a coach out to the mound, don't know if they're pulling Pettit. They don't have anyone up in the bullpen, so I doubt his day is over unless they're switching around the infield. But the question is, like, if you hit it really hard, should that constitute a hit? I mean, if you hit it right to the third baseman, but it's smoked off the bat.
Now, third baseman's it's the hot corner, so I think you're kind of expecting that. Therefore, it's like, dude, that sucks. You're expected to catch that. Sorry, dude. And that wasn't a crazy fast one. Like, to get under, everyone knows you don't lift your head. Now, it's easy to say that sitting behind the mound behind a net.
Especially with one out, you want to turn the double play.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrifying when a ball is ripped right at you, but it's also terrifying when you're standing on the 10th tee in front of Coach Scoville trying to hit the fairway. So it's like, no excuses is really what I'm saying. And I don't think he's making excuses. I doubt he is. He's a captain. Captains don't make excuses unless they're really bad.
With one out here in the bottom of the fourth, Drew Smith, the leadoff guy, who's singled and flown out today, takes a pitch inside, 1-0.
This table is getting flipped if he sends one over the fence.
Well, table's set. Mason Henry on third, Noah Brady on second, Brock Robinson on first. Bottom of the order did their job. Smith sends that one to deep right field. Catch is made in right. They're going to come home with it. Now they're going to go to third. Henry scores on the sac fly by Drew Smith. Brady moves up to third. Robinson stays put at first. That scores a run. Drew Smith brings in Mason Henry.
Tua Wolfgram can taste it. Oh, my gosh. He's just praying to that
I think if there is any base open, they're walking him. Even if it's third base.
Yeah.
I think they walk him.
I think that's justified.
Intentionally walked him. But first, Wilson's got to get on, which he has done today. He reached on an error and flew out.
Lone Peak just wanted to get this guy out, go back to the dugout.
Yeah, this is a time you don't want to lead off the next inning with Tua Wolfgram.
No.
Robinson back in time.
Man, that looks like, you ever seen the movie Benchwarmers? Their first baseman, I'm kind of getting the feeling where he like pulls out the birth, whatever it's called, the birth dart.
The birth certificate?
Certificate, and it's got the $10 bill, and it's like, I am 12. Well, that's what I'm seeing over there.
Smith takes a pitch. Wilson, takes a pitch low, 2-0. If you say that about Walkenhorst, you got to say that about PG's first baseman, too. That's Mason Henry.
The only thing I'm thinking, though, Henry's just, like, tall. That dude's tall and built.
He's a senior, though.
Yeah, okay, then, yeah.
Wilson swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, chases Robinson back to first.
Same goes to Mason Henry, then. You're right. You're right.
2-1 to Wilson. He's in a big spot here. He could really flip the script here, as you talked about, if he can score a couple runs.
We're all about flipping scripts here.
As Robinson checked on at first. He's close. He's cutting it close there. But he wants to take off if there's contact made. And I don't blame him. on the mound. Pettit deals outside 3-1.
Now, I don't know why this just popped into my mind, but with pickles, when I played City League, it was almost if you got in a pickle, you're guaranteed the base because errors were made a lot.
Yeah.
Now in high school, is a pickle pretty much guaranteed out?
Yeah.
Okay. They know the game.
They check on Robinson again, who's back in time.
The fielders got high enough IQ.
Yeah, they've worked on that.
Okay.
They've worked on that enough, whereas it's not really a worry. Umpire signals 2-1 at the ditch. I think it's 3-1.
Yeah.
I know the scoreboard says 3-1, but I'm pretty sure in my head it's 3-1. Whatever it is, here's the next pitch. Back door.
It doesn't matter because he called a strike.
It's either a 2-2 or a 3-2. Hi, B.
Oh.
2-2.
He's calling 2-2.
Umpire clarifies.
Come on, scoreboard.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Wilson trying to do some more damage. Pops that one up in the infield. Shortstop calls for it, camps under it, and makes the catch. Working around some trouble. Pettit only allows 1 run. It's still 3-0 after 4. Pleasant Grove grinding and grinding through some at-bats.
Grinding and grinding. I like that.
And that's really giving them the lead here. That's all it's giving them
pretty
the
much
lead.
a grind.
Yeah.
This game.
They have just grinded across runs.
Glad to know I missed the 17-10 game to come to the 0-3 game.
In a way, though, this game's more exciting.
I just can't imagine this game being more exciting than seeing a grand slam.
Okay, you bring up a good point there, but pitching-wise, though,
okay,
like you see Pettit work himself out of trouble multiple times.
It's exciting.
You see Connolly, who's wheeling and dealing like none other right now.
Like a boss.
Like it is. Maybe it's okay.
I get your side.
I get your side.
I got your side.
But I'm also sitting there like some people will like look at a no-hitter and be like, that game must have been so boring to be at. Like you're just watching guys get mowed through. But like, I enjoy myself a good pitching duel.
Okay, I got
and that's what we got here.
Are you going on? All right.
The 5th inning presented by GK Jared. Colby will step away for an inning. Not by choice, but by chance. And that brings up the leadoff man for the Knights, at least in this inning.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me.
Well, that does bring up you.
Yeah.
It's Grady Slesk. He'll be followed by Lincoln Geck. Connolly, he kicks and deals. That one grounded to short. Smith, pillow hands, throw to first. In time. Yeah, I'll throw it around the infield.
How do you like Connolly today?
Holy cow, is he dealing.
I know.
The 18th batter of the game coming up, Gleck, here in the top of the 5th inning. He has looked so much better. I didn't know you could look better than he did last week. He has looked
great.
So much better than he did last week.
Yeah.
And he was amazing last week. There's a strike to open up Gleck, 0-1.
That was right down Main Street in PG. I didn't think it was terrible.
Yeah, Lone Peak is not liking the strike zone, and I honestly don't blame him. The 0-1 from Connolly. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. And I understand the calls that the umpires made. I don't have beef with saying, oh, that's a strike, oh, that's a ball. The issue that I personally have had, here's the 1-1, fouled off 1-2, is the inconsistency, or at least the inconsistency that I've seen. And I think that's really caused an issue in the head of both Lone Peak fans and players. That one's shot to right field. Robinson makes a diving catch.
Wow.
Brock Robinson lays it on the line. B-Rob brings it in. What a catch.
He has been playing great today, I think. He almost had a home run.
He had some good power to left field, found a way to get on in the bottom half of that 4th inning, and then makes a great catch in the outfield. Connolly opens him up with a strike, 0-1.
This whole team today has been, this whole week.
Yeah, this whole week. Pleasant Grove.
This whole week has been an awesome out.
The 0-1 to Woolley.
outgoing for the team.
And even as, the offense, they've kind of struggled today. They've got themselves in good situations, but Pettit's done a good job of working himself out. Here's Connolly, who's just being an absolute stud on the mound, as that one's shot to left field. Wolfgram moves over to his left side and makes the catch over his shoulder. Down go the Knights, 1, 2, 3. Connolly threw 5 innings of work, and what a 5 innings it's been. Feel pretty good penciling him into game 2 of Super Regionals next week, 2 weeks.
Wow. It's incredible what he's done today.
The 1-2 punch that Pleasant Grove has at the top of the rotation right now. You put Banks out there game 1, you put Connolly out there game 2, Van Haney game 3. That's a pretty good 1, 2, 3.
I think it's a pretty week coming into next week probably. And they'll be hot. They'll be hot.
The rotation is going to be a little weaker at the top next week. Obviously, AC won't be able to pitch on Monday. It's going to be interesting to see if they go to Banks, do they go to Van Haney? And if Banks does pitch on Monday, who do they put out there for game 2 of the series? Is that when they go to Van Haney? Do they go to Smith, who pitched a good game on Wednesday? It'll be interesting to see.
But do they go Van, Banks, AC, or do they go Banks, AC, Van?
My question this week is, have they kept Banks off to start Monday's game? They give him this week off to have him fresh for Monday, give him a week and a half off before the first game of regionals. Because I'm not sure why he's been sitting this week, but if you're starting him Monday, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
To give him some good rest, because the last thing you want to do is hurt his arm. And give him some rest, have him open up Monday, and then have him with a week and a half off before you play whoever you play in Super Regionals. And hopefully for Pleasant Grove, they get to come home. Right now they're 11th in RPI. Top 8 get home seeds. And all 3 of those games are played at the home team site over 2 days.
Yeah, hopefully we can get...
It'll be tough for Pleasant Grove to climb up. But if they can hold steady today...
And then come out good versus strong.
Against Skyridge.
Skyridge, yeah.
It's looking... You're feeling pretty good about where you're sitting, especially heading into the playoffs. Coach Henry talked after that sweep against American Fork. He said, use this series. This is the low point of the season. Use this series to just go up. Go up from there. And Pleasant Grove has gone up from there. Obviously, more innings to be played today, 2.5. And a whole series next week.
Yep.
But you're feeling pretty good, at least right now, about where this team stands going into the playoffs. Right now, as I mentioned, 11th in RPI, .016 separate them from that 8 spot, which sounds like very little, but it's a little bit of a hill to climb. Wolfgram pops that one up in the infield. Second baseman camps under it, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here, as there's a new man on the mound for the Knights. Landon Fry.
Oh, guess what happened?
Huh. What?
Guess what? But you already said what. So.
I said what to, okay. Okay, buddy.
So that's game, I got 1 out of 3.
McCoy takes a pitch high, 1-0. McCoy's really heated up. And it's been good to see. He has 2 RBIs today on a single and a fly out. A sac fly, that is.
There's strike 1.
Sorry, a single and a ground out. Smith had the sac fly. They're stacked on each other in the score sheet. CJ Anderson on deck. Fries 1-1. Grounded back weakly foul, 1-2.
Attaboy, CJ.
But if the season ended today, Pleasant Grove will go to face Fremont. And again, they'll have to go to Fremont. They lost to Fremont 3-1 earlier in the year. That fastball high, 2-2. By a score of 3-1.
And that one was here, yes, right?
That game was played here.
Awesome.
But Skyridge is 7th in RPI, so if you can go out and ideally sweep, but even just win that series, that does you a lot of good.
That gives you moment. That totally gives you momentum into playoffs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Lone Peak is 12 here, so they're right under PG. Winning this series makes you feel really good, too. Here's the full count to McCoy. Strikes out looking.
I think from the AF series, coming out of that series ever since has been, okay, we have to freaking win.
Yeah, because they were actually coming out of that series, they were 15th. They were in a spot where they'd have to play to make bracket.
Yeah.
And no free passes given to bracket play. Everybody has to play in regionals. But the bottom 4 teams in 6A have to play a series to play in regionals to play in bracket play.
Yeah.
And Pleasant Grove's all but eliminated themselves from that option. Right now, it's currently slated Farmington, Weber, Harriman, and Westlake. Pleasant Grove played 3 of those teams. I believe they went undefeated. Anderson fouls that one back 1-2.
Jumped at that one, huh?
I know they swept Westlake. The Weber and Harriman outcomes I'm more unsure on. 1-2. Fry deals. Outside 2-2. Yeah, they went undefeated against the bottom 4 teams, a combined 5-0. Yeah, Pleasant Grove had a tough out of conference schedule, and their region is always one of the toughest, if not the toughest, in the state. As Fry deals to Anderson, who lines one down the third base line. Foul ball. Nobody called it for a second.
Yeah, no one called it.
I was pretty sure it was foul, but if you don't call foul, it's not foul. Yeah, the only blemish on the resume for Pleasant Grove is that sweep against American Fork. And otherwise, I mean, you've only lost 1 region game besides that. That pitch high and outside, full count. Payoff pitch coming in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're going to go talk to Fry. And again, we're saying all this in lieu of the fact we still have 2 innings going today. But Lone Peak, 1 spot below Pleasant Grove. Sky Ridge, a couple spots above. Lehigh's in 5th. Pleasant Grove won the series against them last week. Payoff pitch here in the bottom of the 5th. Low, Anderson works a walk. So one thing that kind of shocks me, it's the first walk of the day by Pleasant Grove. 1 walk, 1 strikeout on the day, both in this inning. Henry with a single and a flyout. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first is Anderson. Fry deals. That one chopped back to him. He's going to head to first. He'll take it himself. Works around a 2-out walk. Fry with a very good first inning of action.
Wow. Oh.
It's
Before
over.
I leave,
What'd you say?
before I leave,
Oh, yeah.
we have to rate the jerseys.
Rate the jerseys. PG, Colby's been talking about this one.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, you say? For who?
Yeah,
For who? For
9 out of 10 for Pleasant Grove.
9 out of 10. Okay.
I like buttons on jerseys.
Okay.
I like the button jerseys. But the font, the PL Grove off the chest, it's awesome.
I like it.
Lone Peak, 7.5.
I have mixed feelings about this one.
I don't like the color maroon, which doesn't bode well for me
Yeah,
because I'm going to Arizona State, whose colors are maroon and gold.
I like the font on that.
Yeah. It's
love the
just
font.
probably so weird to people who can't really see the close-up.
Yeah.
And I do like, one thing I do appreciate about the jerseys, it's the same color,
Well, all one same color, yeah.
shoulder to shoe.
I do like the font, though. I'll admit. So probably I'll say same thing as you.
I do kind of wish, though, that Knights, it's in a upward slope. I wish it was more in a circular.
Circular, yeah.
So it ends at the same place it starts. If Pleasant Grove did that with Grove, then I'd like it because the G is big for Pleasant Grove, and the G would be the biggest letter. But a K is not a good thing in baseball, nor is it really a big thing for Lone Peak. At least I'm not a Lone Peak student, but.
I don't think they have that Mamba mentality over there.
Okay. We'll see you on Monday, GK.
Yeah,
We got a
on
Monday
Monday.
game next week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday game.
No,
Thanks
Monday.
for
Is it
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Thursday, my bad. See you guys.
Thanks for joining us. Austin Connolly coming up in the top of the 6th inning. Boy, has he been good. Landon Fry, he just left the mound. Now he takes the plate. Connolly deals. That hit him. Second hit by pitch of today's game, as Fry leads off the inning with a base. And that brings up Tanner Walkenhorse.
No, that's a good thing.
Tanner Walkenhorse with a runner on first now, nobody out.
Trying to walk in horse's way into a run.
They pinch run. That one was a stretch.
Yeah, I already used him. I already used the last name once. That was a stretch.
Aaron Walker, pinch runs for the pitcher. It's something they have in high school baseball. It's called the speed up runner. So if a pitcher is also hitting and he reaches base, you're allowed to pinch run for him with basically no penalty.
Nice.
Pitcher doesn't have to leave the game. Pinch runner is basically not there, except for he is on first. Connolly deals to Walkenhorse, hits the shoe of Thane, but Walker stays put at first. (1-0) here in the top of the sixth inning. Connolly. This is a big inning for him, as he'll check on the runner at first. Walker back in time.
Lone Peak, they're dying to get something going. They want to start a fire.
Yeah, they scored 10 runs on Wednesday and still lost the game.
Oh!
Walkenhorse shoots that one to deep left field. Back on the track at the wall. See you later.
Yeah!
Tanner Walkenhorse changes this game with one swing.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like that. It's a one-run game. Walker comes in from first. Walkenhorse touches every base. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Let's go, dude. Man, that's what I've been waiting to see. That is so... my expectations were met. That's so awesome.
Keaton Nordic is in the bullpen. He was in the bullpen before that pitch.
I almost thought for a second I was going to see Tua scale the wall and...
Connolly opens him up with a high pitch, and that gets Pleasant Grove's crowd into it.
The only thing a little above the homer is the robbed home run.
0-1 from Connolly. Same spot, doesn't get the call this time, 1-1.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I heard a little bit of that.
I heard a good bit of it.
What did he say?
Oh, are you saying the ump?
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the fans.
No.
I'm not going to repeat what they said.
1-1, foul back out of play, 1-2.
I heard nothing of what the ump said.
I heard the ump say, don't yell, he's scared. I think he said that. Or he's scary.
Oh.
And then something about your own player. So I'm not really sure how to piece that one together.
No, really missing the centerpiece there.
Here's the 1-2 for AC. That one's shot to right field. Robinson pulls up, lets it drop in front of him.
Might have gotten injured on that first dive, didn't want to do it again. Or just playing it smart.
And that's going to bring Capper out of the bullpen. The bullpen again. The dugout as the go-ahead run takes the plate.
PG's got to do something right now because Lone Peak's on fire. That home run was the fire they needed.
Tate Barney steps up to the plate. He'll be the man at the dish. As Capper is going to talk to Connolly.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. The fan talkage doesn't seem like it seems like it's pretty near to what we saw at Lehigh. Maybe the ump at Lehigh was just a little more sensitive. Maybe he was just done with it. His was longer, though. Like, his was consistent over 4 innings. I've seen a couple chirps from both sides.
Yeah.
Are we going to see someone get thrown out is the
I don't
question.
think so. Fan ejection is so uncommon. Like, again, those against Lehigh were the first ones I've ever seen.
Ah, man.
AC. God, I missed.
Big swing there. He's trying to follow in Walkenhorse's footsteps.
That's a big piece of confidence for Connolly. As Barney swings and misses at the first offering. 0-1. As Connolly kick steals, bunt shown, shot down the first baseline, foul. That takes it off now that there's 2 strikes.
Now this game just got a lot more exciting. It went from a 3-run shutout, pretty much,
Not pretty much. It was a shutout.
That's true. To now a one-run game with a runner on base, no outs.
Spires is on first. A 0-2 count at the plate now. Connolly looks in. He'll check on the runner at first.
Oh,
He got him.
gosh. Wow. We might see some maroon jerseys storm the field here.
Well, we see a coach.
Yup.
Austin Connolly, do your thing.
The Maroons are yelling. Oh, wow.
And he's got to feel really good on the mound now. Now you've got a 2-strike count with 1 out, nobody on.
Dang. We've gotten 4 terribles and an awful.
And now the umpire is going to talk. Umpire with a coach first. Again, nothing you can do to overturn a call unless the home plate umpire says, I saw that different.
Oh. That's 4. He's got a stat counter of calls, I guess.
The umpires, not common we see calls overturned. Not out of the realm of possibility. It can still happen.
Now, the same umpire that made that call at first was the one that earlier made the call at third.
For the steal, yeah.
So, Lone Peak's not too fond of him.
He looks young.
He does look young, which, not a bad thing.
No.
Young people statistically have better eyesight than old people.
He's out.
And a little bit of clapping and a lot more yelling from one side.
Yeah, you can hear the left ear sounds a lot different than the right ear.
Yeah.
Now a 2-strike count.
Now, I'm not stereotyping saying one's good, one's bad, but it's like that
one in the dirt.
It's like the devil and angel on the shoulder. I'm not calling one side the devil or the angel. I'm just saying it has that feel of like 2 opposing sides right in your ear. Very cool, actually.
The 1-2 from AC. Kicks and deals. Outside again, 2-2.
Austin Connolly a little more free here with no runners on the bases.
Yeah, Barney at the dish, 2-2. Now you figure Connolly's going to come more towards the zone, and he does. He goes high, counts full.
All right, this one's huge.
Boston Walking Horse on deck. Full count, 1 out. I think this might be the last batter for Connolly. Kicks, deals.
Oh my gosh.
Strike 3. AC cools him off.
Head down as he struts back to the dugout with a disgusting pitch.
Boy, did he get a tune-up. It's almost time to tune up your AC. Looks like his got done over the weekend.
My AC doesn't work in my car. Hasn't for 3 years.
And they're going to let him face Boston Walking Horse. It's popped up, goes foul out of play. 0-1.
Oh, that one hit the snack shack. Someone's Kit Kat has already broken in 4 pieces now.
Then at least they'll have to eat it right.
Ah, yeah. Jeez. You know anybody that eats them the wrong way?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Good on you to still be friends with them.
I didn't say they were friends.
Okay.
0-1. 0-1 for Boston Walking Horse. Connolly deals. That one chops to third. Wilson gloves it. Throw to first against a speedy Walking Horse. Good pick by Henry.
Look how pumped up Henry is.
Boy, oh boy, Austin Connolly. Are you a dog?
Somehow, Lone Peak with the 2-run homer did not own that inning. I feel like PG was like, yeah, you guys.
You can have your one swing. We'll take the whole rest of the inning. And now Lone Peak talking to umpires as they walk off the mound.
Guy's got a gravelly voice. I'm trying to see who it is. But I don't want to stare because that's rude. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's someone in those stands that I know a lot about. That is crazy.
Talking about Jason Paul?
No. Wait, my dad? That's my dad's name.
I know.
Oh. Is he? No.
The look on your face was priceless. Yeah. Landon Fry comes out for his second inning of work. Had a very good one. Coach Henry talking to his whole team. I can almost tell you exactly what he's going to say. Or what he did say. He's done now.
Yeah, can we hear it? Is it broadcast?
Stay within yourself.
Okay.
Be smart. Defend the lead.
I feel like I could, if he told me that, I would get pumped up. I would follow that.
I'm sure he said it a lot more motivating and a lot nicer than I did.
Okay, now look over to your right, Alan. There's a kid on a scooter that is rocking the business in the front, party in the back.
Holy cow, what a
more
baller.
than I have ever seen in my life.
What a baller.
Now let me just try to picture what I'm seeing to the listeners. It is a buzz cut in the front, up until about past the frontal lobe into the what is it? The cortex?
Past the frontal lobe?
I'm trying to go in brain terms, and then it is about a mullet past the shoulders.
I love it.
So to go from buzz cut to mullet, that is business in the front, party in the back.
We're gonna see.
Wow, that's awesome.
We're gonna see Thane, Brady, and Robinson. Those are the scheduled guys to come up.
Hey. Sorry.
No, you're good. Have some fun.
Oh.
There's a strike going 1.
Good pitch. He's got some heat to him.
There's
Ooh.
a single and a fly out for Thane today. His single was part of that big inning. And that one's shot to right field, coming in and making the catch for the Knights. The right fielder. Good piece of contact. Just couldn't get it to drop.
Great first out for the Lone Peak Knights.
Landon Fry, he's been very good on the mound today. He's just gone through 1 1/3. I can't imagine, unless something that we haven't seen happen yet today happens to him, you got to imagine that he's going to be out there for the whole rest of the game.
Oh, my gosh.
I was looking at my phone, and I just got jump scared.
This guy does not like it when you show bunt. He showed bunt and about took his head off.
1-0. He almost took my head off.
Yeah, that's true. We love the engineering of nets.
Oh, yeah. If that wasn't there, I would be in the ER.
Yep. I would have caught it for you, though.
1-0. Foul
you know,
back.
you ever seen the video of the ref that catches the ball and is like, "You ladies all right?"
I have,
I
yeah.
think I would have done that to you if there was no net.
Brady singled, grounded out today. He has a 1-1 count here with 1 out. He pulled back bunt on that pitch. We'll see what he does here.
Oh.
Was set to swing away, but takes a high fastball, 2-1.
He's a fast pitcher, dude. This guy's got heat.
I think the ump just signaled 1-1.
Yeah,
It is 2-1.
Yeah, it is.
That pitch high, 3-1.
Let's see, what's he gonna do? Oh.
We'll see if he clarifies. He doesn't clarify it after every pitch, but I am 100% sure it's 3-1. There have been 4 pitches thrown this at bat. But I could be the one that's wrong.
And one of them have been in the strike zone.
Yeah, so it's a 3-1.
Yeah, it should be.
We'll see if they clarify it before this pitch. Here's Fry.
Fans want to know. Fans aren't going to get a no.
Fry kicks and deals. That one in the dirt. It was a 3-1. Brady takes his base. Second walk of the game, both issued by Fry. And that brings up Brock Robinson. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Maybe. Has reached on an error. And flown out.
Yeah, what's the stat like if you reach on an error? Do you get a hit? You don't get a hit because it's not a hit.
Yeah.
But you also don't get an out, do you?
Harward pinch runs for Brady.
Or does it just not count at all?
It's scored as it's called a reach on error.
Okay,
That's what it's scored as.
But if you're going over he went 0 for 2.
It's ruled as an out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're only at bat, you reach on an error, you're 0 for 1 so far.
Wow.
So yeah.
Love to see it. Well, I don't love to see it, but I like to learn.
Yeah. The more you know.
More you know.
Fry with the runner on first. It's Harward, pinch running for Brady. Deals high to Robinson, gets brought back down 0-1. Drew Smith, the leadoff man on deck. He'll be followed by Wilson if either of them get on. They'll check on Harward. He was not taking a big lead. That was one step, and he was good.
No, I think everyone's a little weary of this. This ump's not afraid to call a call, which he shouldn't be. He's the ump for a reason.
The 0-1 from Fry with 1 out. Robinson shows bunt, pulled back 1-1. You did talk about you'll never trash talk an ump.
No, because it is the worst.
And I respect it. I'm a guy who's not scared.
Guys, so not to brag or flex, I'm pretty good friends with the mayor of PG, and I had him yelling at me for some calls I made.
1-1. Robinson shows bunt again, pulled back in time, a 2-1.
And if any of you know him, he is the nicest guy ever. And he was yelling at me because he's like, what is that? I was like, I don't know, man. I'm trying.
A 2-1 for Robinson.
Once again, reffing basketball, another thing I quit after, I actually did it for a year.
Robinson lays off a pitch that drops in for a strike. 2-2 with 1 out. He'll be good to swing away here. The big thing for me is I think I struggle with thinking that I can do things that I almost definitely cannot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I feel like umpiring is one of those.
Like you think you could do it, or you couldn't.
I think I could.
Okay. And who knows, you could.
The 2-2 from Fry is popped up in the infield. Shortstop drifts back.
Wow.
He makes the catch.
Threw that bat all the way back into the dugout. Hey, some people can ump. It's in ref. I cannot, and I've learned that.
Smith has singled and flown out, paired with a sacrifice fly. So he has a RBI and a run. Runner on first is Harward. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pleasant Grove hoping the last time they're at bat here. Pitch high, 1-0. I'm interested to see if Pleasant Grove brings out Connolly to go all 7 or if they turn to K9 coming out of the bullpen. We shall see.
What are you doing as a pitching coach?
2-0. I really, really, really like Keaton Nordic as a pitcher.
Okay.
I'm turning to Keaton Nordic.
All right.
But there's the question of, do you stick with Connolly, who struggled a little bit?
Yeah.
But you know,
2-run home run.
You're pretty sure you know what you're going to get there in
the
the 7th. Or do you go to Keaton, who could mow him down 1-2-3, or it could not be a great day for him out of the pen, and he could struggle. I am a firm believer in Keaton.
Okay.
I think he is one of the best arms out of Pleasant Grove's bullpen.
Now,
so I'm going to Nordic.
What about, let me put myself in his shoes. Start Conley, and then you kind of like
give him a short leash.
Kind of vibe out. Yeah, you kind of vibe out the inning. If he doesn't match that vibe, then you bring in Nordic. Like, you got him there ready, like short leash, just like that.
Yeah. Fry has the runner on first, 2-0. High and outside, 3-0.
Because you love to see a guy go 7 innings.
Oh, yeah, you love to see the complete game. And as a pitcher, the confidence that gives you, it's huge.
A whole game with two runs is pretty nice.
Here's a 3-0 from Fry. Low, but brought back up, strike 1, 3-1. So the other issue is, though, Connolly would have gone the whole time last week if he didn't reach his pitch count.
Okay.
Max of 110 at this level. Smith takes his base.
Oh, I was going to say, jogging to second base, but I didn't know that was the 4th ball. That's my bad.
So the other thing is, what is in Connolly's head if, let's say, he gets 1 out, he allows a double, and then you pull him? How does that affect his thought on his start? So that's kind of it's a tough call. Like 3-2 going into the 7th inning. Obviously, this inning's not over. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Got the top of the order up. But if it does end this way, how does that affect you? Like, it's a very, very tough call.
That's why coaches are coaches.
Yeah, that's why they're making the calls, and I am analyzing the calls.
Mm-hmm. And I'm asking you why they did what they did.
A way that may be offensive.
Oh, well.
I haven't gotten yelled at by any of the coaches yet. Wilson grounds that one, past it.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
He blocked it. It stays in the infield.
Oh, he's going home.
Harward scores. It's 4-2.
What a heads-up play by Harward.
I
was going to say Hardware is crazy.
Harward picks up the hardware, grabs the 4th run of the day for Pleasant Grove. Is that one a hit or is that an error?
That's got to be a hit.
I'm giving him a hit. I actually did not care how you answered the question. He was getting a hit anyway.
You're diving for that, dude. Like, that's not expected. And I would actually paint that as. No, I mean, he got the run. I think if you can dive and stop him from getting home, that's a great defensive play.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. So, looks like we should take first baseman out because he's error. Red card.
I know we just said it wasn't an error.
Yeah.
Fry goes high on Wolfram, 1-0.
And he did hit a 2-run home run, so you got to love him.
Yeah. I think Lone Peak's totally okay with
I think they're like a walking horse. They don't have any intentions of taking him out. Now, Wolfram up. This is scary. for the Maroons.
And boy, are they in a situation.
Is that offensive to call them the Maroons? I love the color maroon. So
I don't.
Oh.
Which, again, I talked about this while GK was on. Doesn't bode well because Arizona State is maroon and gold.
Oh, that's your school.
And I actually
hate maroon and gold?
I dislike the color combination of maroon and gold.
Dang. Yeah, wow.
But I'm not going there to wear their shirt. I'm going to wear their shirt, but I'm not going there to wear their shirt. I'm going there to learn. So
I love that. We love that. Way to put aside differences.
The 1-0 from Wolfgram. For Wolfgram. It's coming from Fry. Wilson on first. He thought about it, lifted the bat off his shoulder, called the strike anyway, 1-1. Smith's on second. Wilson's on first. That's 1-2. And then the third guy in the order, Tua Wolfgram, is at the dish.
Tua Wolf Slam, as people probably call him.
Is in a 6-game hitting streak, and that's been extended today with a single. It moved from 5 to 6 today.
Do people call him that, Wolf Slam?
I think they should. 1-1. That one's shot to deep right field. Moving back, now moving up, camping under it, and making the catch.
Yep. Ends the inning.
But Pleasant Grove tacks on another run. It's 4-2. Out comes AC to try and shut them down. We'll have the 7th inning for you next on PGSN. Lance Pettit will lead off this inning for the Knights. He'll be followed by the top of the order. Woolley comes up next. This is the 27th guy that Connolly has faced. He starts him out inside 1-0.
With the batting gloves matching the bat. That's like one
You're
of
a big baseball fashion guy.
That's when my Kirkland wedges match up with my Kirkland signature golf ball, and it's dangerous.
Connolly goes low in the zone, 1-1.
I just think with baseball, there's so little personalization you can have.
Yeah, here's the 1-1. Brought back in.
Wow.
Back door, 1-2.
So anytime there is personalization, it stands out to me, and I like to not judge, but to analyze.
1-2, swing and a miss, drop third strike, throw on to first. Gets him. 5th K of the day for Austin Connolly. He's through 6 1/3, but he's got the top of the order, which I am very wrong about that. It's Grady Slesk. That actually makes me feel a lot better that it's Grady Slesk because, I'll explain in a second. Connolly deals. That one shot foul. Out of play, 0-1.
And someone's car just got a baseball through it.
Because I was trying to. No, that happened at Lone Peak, actually.
What?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Oh.
There were a couple thuds.
I would cry.
The 0-1.
Oh!
Just low and outside. 1-1. But I'm keeping like my own little scorebook so I can, kind of have some stats throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a strike, 1-2. And I had the batters faced because I thought the top of the order was coming up. Yep. And I was like, my batter's face count is totally wrong. It was right on. I just confused myself a little bit. That pitch goes inside for the 1-2. Count moves 2-2 with 1 out here. In the top of the 7th inning, Pleasant Grove trying to go to the closet, pull out the brooms, and send Lone Peak back to Highland. But AC's got to shut him down. Here's the 2-2. That one's served to Brady. He fields, throw to first. Lone Peak down to their final out.
And here we go. Number 9.
Number 9, the 9th batter in the order, Lincoln Gleck.
Wearing the Knights armor. as he charges into battle.
As Connolly tries to
That
chip
wasn't as
away
cool as
at
I
it
thought it
and
was.
find a weakness.
I'll leave the metaphors to Alan.
With 2 outs here, kicks, deals, swing and a miss. Strike 1, 0-1 for Austin Connolly.
Okay, how are you playing this at number 9? Are you swinging for the fences? Are you
I'm just trying to get on.
kind of like you?
Here's the 0-1 foul back, 0-2. Lone Peak down to their final strike. You're just looking to get on because you still need 2 runs. So
Yeah,
even if you swing for the
you're-
fences, you're still losing.
Yeah.
So just try to get on, bring the go-ahead run up to the plate. But AC trying to deal the final strike. The 0-2. Foul back. He just stays alive.
Oh, and he
Lincoln
megged
Gleck.
him. He megged the catcher. Red card, you're out.
You've been wanting to throw some guys out today, Colby.
I love this. I love the feistiness. What can I say? I'm a sucker for drama.
Connolly's 0-2. Facing Gleck. Kicks, deals. Backdoor doesn't go. 1-2.
Okay, dream scenario. He gets on, 2-run bomb
I
by
don't know
the
if that's a
Knights.
dream scenario.
Then they get out. PG gets up, and I see a walk-off home run.
Connolly's 1-2. Kicks, deals. Grounded
And-
back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Smith. It takes a weird hop off the second base bag. And it's a 2-out single that brings the go-ahead run up to the plate. Gleck hands the baton over to Zach Woolley to try and keep the Knights alive.
He did his job. Get on base. And he did it well. That's the best. Now he doesn't even have to really worry unless he gets thrown out. That would be embarrassing.
He just moved back to first because that's the last thing you want to do is get the last out on the base path.
So bad.
Connolly, nothing count. 2 outs here. Gleck on first, kicks, deals. Outside, 1-0.
But, I mean, a walk-off homer, to see it live would just be electric. So
I think I've seen to see it live. I think I've had my share of that this week with the Grand Slam.
Ugh.
Connolly checks on Gleck, who's back in time.
Don't keep reminding me.
So some people, it's kind of like an unwritten rule that you don't try and pick off the runner here, which is kind of weird, but I don't know if I like it or hate it.
Dude, I'm sick of unwritten rules this, unwritten rules that. If it's a rule, you write it.
That one shot to left field. Wolfgram moves back, makes the catch. Pleasant Grove completes the sweep and sends the Knights back packing with an extra broom. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Pleasant Grove on a 4-game win streak. They'll see Skyridge on Monday. We'll see you there as Pleasant Grove travels to Lehigh. Vibes are high. They're riding high. For the last time today, I'm Alan Judson.
This is Colby Paul.
Thank you for joining us with a Pleasant Grove 4-2 gritty victory. AC complete game. That completes it for us. We'll see you on Monday.